Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see behind me today, I'm super excited. I have the 2020 Jaguar I-Pace. Now this is the first electric car that Jaguar has come out with, so that's why I'm super pumped to film this. I feel like there's so many cool features in this car, and you guys can just see by the exterior of it how cool it looks. So for any of you guys that are in the market to buy an electric car, this is another one that is on the market and definitely one that you guys should be checking out. Before I start today's video, I just wanted to say thank you to Jaguar Vancouver for lending me the car for the day to make this video. And I actually met today with one of the specialists at Jaguar Vancouver to go over some of the interior and the exterior and just some of their performance in general when it comes to this car. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And with that being said, here is the 2020 Jaguar I-Pace.
The brand ambassador at MCL Motor Cars and Jaguar Vancouver. Very excited to be here today talking about the all-new 2020 I-Pace by Jaguar. This is our first electric vehicle. Very excited to be here today with Josh, and we're going to be talking about all the cool features of the vehicle. I'm going to walk us through the interior and the exterior. There's some great features to go through, and I look forward to showing you. Let's go ahead. Right at the very front of the vehicle, you can just see this gorgeous and very large grille that we have going on. It's not just for beauty purposes, it also serves a purpose for the vehicle as well. So it's set up this way, it's actually curved. The reason why it's curved is so that it pulls the airflow and it actually flushes it out of the vent here, which then curves over top of the vehicle just to maximize aerodynamics, to maximize range. Something really unique about the vent here is this is a design typically that's utilized for supercars and high performance racing vehicles. So to have that in this vehicle is absolutely amazing. So we're going to open it up here. And you can see we have a small frunk. So this is really great to throw your gym bag, your briefcase, whatever that you have that you just want to keep secure in the front, won't move around, nice and snug. And then you can see the vent system that goes through here and comes out right there. And then I'll just take you around here. So immediately you can see, the design of the vehicle is absolutely gorgeous, but it's also very aggressive. It has beautiful curves and edges, and you can see the flowing waistline here, again, to maximize aerodynamics. Really sweet with the handles is that they are retractable. So with just a click of a button, they seal shut. And that just allows to maximize airflow when you're driving. So as soon as you get in the car, once you start driving a little bit, it'll automatically shut for you as well when you're in the vehicle. So that's a really great feature. And just again to open, really simple. So super spacious. And what's really great is that you can take the cap off as well if you have taller items that you'd want to store in here. Right below, we also have just a little cubby here to store your charging cable that comes standard with the vehicle. This comes with all the vehicles, so you can really plug it in to those standard outlets to charge. And then for actual faster charging or standard charging overnight, we have the level 2 charge point chargers that you'll be able to utilize as well, that are about 7 to 11 kilowatts per hour on your vehicle. So overnight you can charge your vehicle for maximum usage and full range. A really cool feature about this vehicle, like I mentioned, it's a crossover SUV, and if you look at it from afar, you might notice that it's a little bit lower, and that's the first thing I noticed as well. But what are some really good features about it is that you can actually lower and raise the vehicle depending on the terrain or your comfort method. So you can decide if you want it in utility mode or access mode. So utility is when it's raised, and that's what stage we're in right now. But if we want to go into access mode, we can lower the vehicle by just a press of a button here in the center console. And it's instantaneous, so it just brings us down right away. So that's a very well-liked feature about the car. You're not, worrying about, oh, I have to get out of the car to do this or do that. You really just press the button and it shows right away that it's raising.
So right off the bat, you can feel when we're in the car, it's very much, you feel so raised, even though the car isn't that tall. So it's very, that's something that surprised me as soon as I got on board. I jumped in the car and I was asking, our team when I first saw it, I was like, it doesn't seem that tall for a crossover SUV. Like it is an SUV, it's a crossover.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's for, you know, aerodynamics purposes, just to make sure you get maximum range. So the way they've designed it, they've been able to bring it kind of lower down.
Yeah.
And the batteries of the car, it's actually blanketed on the ground, so above the front and rear axles. So that's why in the center cabin you can see it's so spacious already. It's because they set it up that way to just maximize the room. Obviously, because we don't have an engine or anything in the front, they were able to position it on front and rear. So the center kind of goes down a lot. You know, with Jaguar, it's been 80 years of heritage building these refined, luxurious, high performance vehicles. And something that, you know, coming into the electric space with their first electric vehicle, this is absolutely something that there's been no compromise. Yeah. So they've used the same kind of methods, the same values, the same quality and materials, but they've integrated the electric component. So you still feel that in everything in the car. And that's something, it's that refinement, the sophistication, it's still there. You still feel like you're driving a Jag, but it's a bit more modern, you know, it's electric. And this design, once we get outside, you'll be able to kind of look into more detail, just the lights, the waistline, the flow of the vehicle, everything is just really made to kind of be a little bit more futuristic, more aggressive, but still be that kind of sophisticated vehicle as well. So the range, so great question. It's a 90 kilowatt battery. It goes about 377 kilometers. But you can push it to like 400 clicks depending on how nicely you drive it. You know, it just really depends on a lot of factors, just like any other vehicle, electric or not. You know, climate is going to affect it if it's super hot or super cold, if it's snowing, if it's not, you know, if you're driving on hilly landscapes or flat terrain or highway driving. So a lot of these factors can affect it, but it's at 100% charge, you can get 377 kilometers out of it. What's really cool is that there's 4 driving modes, so you can actually set that up into eco mode to maximize your range. So that'll actually save power, extend your range if you're feeling, you know, like you're running a little bit low and you want to get a little bit further before you actually charge. You can put it into eco mode. If the weather's not so nice, you can put it into the kind of terrain mode or off-road, so like for snow and hail and rain and things like that. Comfort is, you know, standard city driving. That's what I put it into. And then we have sport. So that's extra fun. The car already goes super fast already. So, but you know, if you're in a space that it allows you to go that speed and you want to go a little bit faster, have a little bit more fun, you can.
I think Jaguar did an amazing job at putting a lot of performance into this car. It's pretty surprising that it has 394 horsepower and 512 foot-pounds of torque, and the torque is instant. So as soon as you put your foot on the gas, the car is gone. So some really awesome additional features that Jaguar has in this car is that the leather inside is super durable. Now, I found out that the reason behind that is because they use the hide of the cow, whereas a lot of other car manufacturers will use the belly of a cow. At the same time, if you don't like having leather, if you buy the S model, they give you the option to have proprietary vegan leather, which is a really cool option if that's what you want. Now, one thing that I really noticed off the bat when I first looked at this car was that the windshield and the roof look like they're almost like a tinted purple almost. And I found out it's because the glass is actually UV protected. So when you're driving, you don't have to worry about the sun hitting your skin and damaging your skin at all. A lot of other car manufacturers don't put that on their cars, so you actually have to go and get it done. This car comes with it already, which is super nice. And also I think that because the car has so much glass on it, it just makes sense. So that's another little thing that's also added on top. So with a 360 view camera, also with a bunch of cameras scattered around the car and sensors, you don't really have to worry about like hitting anything if you're parking. Now also it has the forward collision, so if it notices that you're gonna hit somebody, it'll slow down and put the brakes on and make sure that that doesn't happen. Now also, one thing that I thought was pretty cool that not a lot of other cars have is that when the car is in reverse, because it is an electric car and it is quiet, there's like a humming sound and then also a little beeping noise. So they did a really good job at kind of like countering that and making sure that it's a safe vehicle. So overall, I think that this car is absolutely amazing. I think out of all the electric cars I've driven so far, this is like top 1 or 2. Now also, I wanted to kind of mention my favorite part of the car, and that's gotta be the hood. I think that it gives it such an aggressive look, and it just makes it look really cool when it's like lowered. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of SUVs out there, they don't really look like that sporty, but Jaguar did a really good job at making this crossover SUV look very sporty. So if you are in the market to buy an electric car, this is definitely one that you should be looking at. Also, I just wanted to say thank you to Jaguar Vancouver for giving me the car for the day in order to film this video. And also thank you so much to Espanda for bringing me out and like showing me and teaching me how to use the car. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you like car reviews or like these types of videos, let me know and I'll do more of them. But with that being said, hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.